Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Lotus of Luz Divina. My name is Diego, and we are going to be doing a career reading. As far as a career reading itself, I don't do them often. I just, I don't feel drawn to them that much. I'm gonna be real honest. But today is Saturday. Today is ruled by Saturn, the planet of restrictions, boundaries, structure, sometimes even fears. However, hard work is also a part of that planet. So overall, I already pulled some cards, and the cards that we got for today are the Knight of Swords, um, the Four of Wands, we have the Emperor, and then we have the Ten of Cups reversed. So career wise, I'm getting a couple things. So for one, for some people, I feel like this applies as to you need to communicate what you think is genuinely a part of your true genuine happiness, because that genuine happiness is going to be a big part of your structure of maintaining that stability and maintaining that protection towards your goals and your ambitions. And that's what's going to allow you to become an emperor, become in charge, become a protector, a provider, and someone who leads. But in order to do that, you need to stop being so confused as to what genuinely makes you happy. This is ruled by Mars in Pisces with the Ten of Cups here. So, with Mars being in Pisces, it's very much a drive or an ambition or a creativity towards um, I fantasies. I would say dreams, goals, and overall your higher idealistic beliefs, right? The I'm telling you, every single fucking time I want to do a reading, they just start acting up. They were literally fine. Okay, so with the Mars and Pisces, we basically have here what is driving your ambitions as far as your spirituality and your fantasies and your dreams, right? But overall, it's almost like you need to blend both. You need to blend the ability to ground yourself while still pursuing those higher out of reach fantasies that you feel like can sometimes feel impossible. And we're going to figure out how to do that. Another thing is I have here that you have to communicate certain things with someone who is a provider. You need to communicate certain things with a leader or even a boss, someone who's in charge of where you're at. You need to communicate your unhappiness. You need to communicate your true, genuine feelings and thoughts as to how stuck you feel, and it should be towards this person who is in has a higher position than you. It could also be a father figure, so maybe you might work with your dad, or this person might be like an older male figure, right? If it's not an older male figure, it's somebody, it's a woman or a person who embodies this very strong assertive energy and dominance, right, towards you. Let's figure out what exactly the Knight of Swords is telling us here. So, what is the communication that needs to be said? Thank you, Spirit. We have the Prince of Swords. So, that's basically the Page of Swords. Um, Another clarifier for the Prince of Swords, please. Thank you. Two of Swords. Yeah, okay, so I was getting like confusion. I think you need to communicate the fact that you don't know what you want to do. You don't know if this is some place that you want to be at. You don't know if this is you don't know what idea or what goal you want to pursue, because your mind is cluttered. It's very much a sense of like not knowing what to decide between two things, whether one thing is better than the other or one thing is riskier than the other. We also have the energy of Libra moon, so your emotions can be very much in a state of flux. Like one thing can be driving you about one option, but the other thing seems more attainable or more practical for you. So you're trying to balance between both of them, but emotionally you're feeling very confused. Um, Intellectually or thought wise, I guess you can say, you're very much in a state of you're trying to really decide what the right option is here, and it's making you feel very much stuck. Is there a solution for this? How to get out of this idea of needing to choose is to take action, right? So let's look at the Four of Wands. It's also sideways, so it's not it's in a state of flux. It's not completely unsure, but it's also not completely confident either. It's like, I know what I want to do, but I'm also unsure if this is what I want to do. Is this what I want to provide? Is this what I want to protect, or is this something that doesn't need protection? Is this what I want to put my ambition towards, but is this really something that's going to keep me motivated in the long term? Like, what if I'm just feeling motivated now for this particular day or month or year, and then it just goes away? Did I just waste my time? Like, you're thinking too much of it. Four of Wands here. Let's get some clarity on the Four of Wands, please. The Three of Pentacles, which is Mars in Capricorn, and then the Prince of Cups, the Page of Cups. Um, the Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, um, drive, work, hard work. Page of Cups. I get the feeling that you don't know what exactly you need to work hard towards. So you're in a constant state of not really investing everything into a certain thing. Um, Emotionally, you don't know if this is something that you even want to fully invest your whole blood, sweat, and tears into this idea, into this goal, into this future. So you're just kind of on the you're playing with the idea of investing into it completely, but you're not doing it. And I think Spirit wants you to really choose, like, okay, no matter what you decide, it's still a risk either way. There will always still be failures, but on top of the failures, there will always be successes as well. So it's not about what the right decision is. It's almost like you need to make a decision. Let me get a little clarity on the Page of Cups. You're trying to find your 10 of cups, your king of cups, your queen of cups. You're trying to find that thing that's like, yes, this is exactly what I want to do. If you have so many things that you want to do, you kind of just have to pick one and go from there. The two of cups. A lot of twos here, so two, 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 and then one more clarifier, please, for the Page of Cups, which is a Prince of Cups as well. Oh, oh, sorry, I dropped that. Okay, so we have here the Knight of Spheres, but it's reversed. So once again, not taking action because you're so stuck on the two options, right? I think this just clarifies that. Overall, I think you're very much stuck between two things when you don't need to be. Um, the risk is making a decision. That's the risk. So because it's a risk, you're not doing it. You need to be sure. You need to be confident that this is the right decision, and you're never gonna feel it. So you need to just get the idea out of your head, kind of like, okay, but I has to click, it has to feel right in order for me to actually be like, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that. Because when there's a will, there's a way. So when there's a will to want something to be successful, you're gonna make it successful if you genuinely want to work towards it. However, because you don't know if one thing or the other is what is the right decision, you're gonna feel weigh the pros and cons forever. You're never gonna make a decision doing that. So it really is about just making the decision and falling in, right? Um, I don't know why I'm getting a pool in my head, but I'm imagining someone being thrown into the pool. You either sink or you swim. So right now you're like literally on a pool, on the edge of the pool, and like, should I jump in? Should I jump not? And Spirit is like, bam, just go in, like learn. This is how you learn. So it's really fear based, root rooted in fear. So because you're so afraid, you're not willing to take the risk, and because you're not willing to take the risk, there's no action. But you're not happy wherever you are in your career or your job or whichever. Even if it's studies, like your studies don't feel self um satisfactory. You don't feel like you're doing a good job. So you're like wondering like, okay, is this even worth it? You're going to feel this way whichever decision you make because there's going to be points in life where things just are not going to flow. But you have to wonder like, okay, but am I still willing to put in all this work? Almost like you're seeking external validation from something or someone or spiritually something to tell you, oh, hey, you're doing a good job. When in fact, the confidence has to come from within yourself of like I'm happy with the progress I'm doing and I'm gonna keep doing it. And I'll use myself for example. One thing I'm very unsure of is wanting to become a physician assistant, especially about what just happened with Trump um, deeming that as an unprofessional degree. Um, Besides the point, but for me, I'm like, do I even want to? Like, I'm not even that good at science or math or this and that. I'm not doing well in my classes, despite constantly going and constantly withdrawing or failing and then going back again. I still spend my money on it. I still go back to school, even though I don't pass some classes and have to retake them. So I tell myself, I'm like, is this even what I want to do? But one thing I'm learning about myself is that this whole time I've been working. I've been working full time. I've been working only for the first 2 years after high school. I was working part time, but I was a full time student. I have been working full time in a job that requires 8 to 10 to 12 hours sometimes of pure work every day. And so I told myself, this is a turning point for me. Like the classes are harder now, and I'm not doing well because I don't have the mind to be able to work full time for all those long hours and then come home like at 6, 7 at night and then study up until like 1 or 2 in the morning and then go back to work at 7:30, 8 in the morning. Like my body isn't built that way, but that doesn't mean that I don't have what it takes. So what I have to do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop going to work full time. That means reducing my hours. That means getting rid of my stability in my income, which means relying on other people, which I hate doing, but I have to do it. And this is a turning point for me in order for me to continue going to school full and do more classes and do them better because now I need more time that I don't have because I work in order to study, in order to do better, in order to pass these classes and finally get some good progress going in my education. That's where I'm at for myself. So you got to really think like is there something in your life that isn't quite working that is causing more blockages than helping? So for me that's working full time. As much as I work and I enjoy working because I like what I do, but I'm not. So I have to really take that risk of like, okay, no more working for me, no more going full time. But fuck, there goes money. There goes my ability to go out whenever I want or spend as much as I want because I spend a lot of money. It takes risk and it also takes sacrifice a bit. So no matter what you decide to do, you're gonna have to make sacrifices, literally blood, sweat, and tears. um, but because if you really want to do it, you'll find a way. And this is me finding a way. So if you need to do that, you need to really consider your priorities of like, do I really need to work that much in order to go to school, which is for me? Or do I need to work more in order to get money to go to school? Like, do I need to quit my job? No, no, no. No, don't even do that. Don't quit your job, especially in this economy. Do I need to find a better job, a different job with better scheduling for me to be able to do what I want to do? Um, Things like that. Like you really have to think about it and take that risk of like, oh, but I like my job. Like it's good for me. It's stable. This and that. There's that risk of like, okay, maybe it's better to get another job that can be stable, but I don't want to be there forever because it's not my end goal. but it's gonna help me to maintain my financial stability while I do this on the side, and really putting in your time for it. Um, so here we have the Emperor. Let's get some insight on the Emperor, okay? Emperor, please. So we have here the Sun and the Three of Swords. Very conflicting energies. It also tells us, oh, Saturn in Libra as well. This is somebody who is very much a part of your reason for constantly criticizing or creating criticisms or downplaying your. I don't want to say your aesthetic. I don't know why the word aesthetic came. Downplaying your dreams and your ambitions and what drives you, like your ego, downplaying your ego. It's kind of like this person may try to put you down consistently to the point where they're like constantly trying to make you a little bit reliant on them, a little bit more like, oh, like you don't have what it takes. Oh, you need someone to help you with this. And they kind of make themselves seem like the purpose for you even being able to live or being able to go on about your day is because of what they provide for you. And this is somebody who is very ego based, um, and it's also something that they try to attack as well. They try to attack your ego and your core person, who you are at your core, to really break you down. Maybe it's projections, maybe it's fear based as well. But this person definitely wants you to be dependent on them. Is what I'm getting. It's like they don't want you to shine. They want you to feel um, they see how much of a potential you have to shine. So there's this fear of like you outgrowing them. So they constantly try to tug at your heart and really break you down emotionally because it's this is something that feels very much like they want you to be so up in your head, so undisciplined in your mind and in your pursuit of improving your life that they're very much like I can't have that. It's like I can't have them thinking they're better than who they really are. No, I'm sorry. I can't have them thinking they're better than who I want them to think they are. So it's very much a sense of like the sun is truth, the Three of Swords is heartbreak. So truth, enlightenment. I think whatever decision you do decide, it's gonna break this person's heart. But it's also gonna enlighten the truth in the fact that they are heartbroken. They are betrayed. They are depressed. They are sad. They are very hurt at the core of who they are. So there's this enlightenment of like you're only doing this to me because this is who you are and this is how you feel. So you don't want anybody to kind of so you don't want to feel that way, so you bring other people down so you can feel better about yourself. This Emperor energy feels very negative to me. They don't have to be a negative person, but their actions and the things that they say can be very much negative based. Let me get a little clarity, more clarity on the Emperor, please. So we have Death and Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, very conflicting energy. So this person, transformation and good luck. The death and rebirth of you while being heavily influenced by the universe through its opportunities. This tells us that your transformation will be very well the transformation in regards with this person will very much bring about good luck to you. It will turn the wheels in your favor. I think this person is genuinely somebody who, this is an obstacle you're supposed to overcome, is genuinely what I'm feeling. This is somebody who is a big part of your transformation and a big part of their transformation as well. You're meant to defy this person, but how you defy this person is really based on you. Like, based on what you genuinely need to do, and that's speak your mind, speak your truth, go after what it is that you want. When you do that, you're gonna there's a sense of rebirth for you, of like transforming into the emperor that you can be, that you don't need to be relying upon someone else. And yet it will also bring about a transformation for this person as well. um Luck is on your side, but in order to bring that luck in a little more strongly, or a little more apparent, you would have to go through a obstacle of defiance with this person. Let me get a little clarity on the Ten of Cups. Especially with death being ruled by Scorpio, and Scorpio is ruled by Mars. Thank you, Spirit. We have Jupiter in Pisces. We have the Nine of Cups. Clarity on the Ten of Cups again. Thank you. Mars in Aries. Oh shit, a lot of Mars. There, conflict is here. Like, Nine of Cups with the Two of Wands. So we have Jupiter in Pisces, Mars in Aries. Um, in order to really feel emotionally fulfilled, you need to put your wands up. You need to put your strength up. You need to put your ability to fight for what you believe in to the core and to the center of who you are, and be seen as the threat that you can be. It doesn't have to be menacing. It doesn't have to be um, intense or even menacing. It has to be apparent and real and believable is what the word I was looking for. You're really meant to be the person who chases after their genuine happiness with for you and those around you. But in order to do that, you need to find out what genuinely makes you satisfied in life. And if that doesn't and if that involves define this person in order to pursue the things that you want to do, it has to come from within yourself. But let me get a little bit more clarity on the Two of Wands, please. Thank you. Two of Scepters. Saturn and Leo. And then that's the Five of Wands. And then the Queen of Cups. I think here, hold on, let me get a little bit more insight. So with the Queen of Cups here, I feel like there's a maternal or feminine energy surrounding you that you feel constant defensiveness towards. So I think this could be, I feel like this is somebody else. It could be the Emperor energy, but I feel like this is somebody who is also a part of um your drive to be very defensive. Either this person is supporting you in being very much defiant or rebellious, I would say, towards the people around you in order to be happy. But I'm also getting the energy that this person is also somebody that you would have to defy as well. Um, Also, this energy of like, in order to really be the Queen of Cups, in order to master the emotional balance and harmony of emotions, you do need to include defending yourself or conflict into these. When you do have this conflict with this person, with this emperor energy, or with these people who are constantly defying you, you do have to bring about a sense of balance as to what it is that you're fighting for. You can't just say insults, and you can't just defend yourself and create conflict with no sensitivity attached to it. You have to be aware of what the things you are saying are not just being said to be hurtful. And I think whoever around you is teaching you to do that, those are the type of qualities that they have. You need to learn that for yourself, is what I'm getting. There's like a maternal figure here that has taught you that sometimes being kind is necessary in order to get things what you want. You have to kind of manipulate that energy into your conflict, into your defensiveness, to really be effective, because then people are just going to see you as angry, and you don't really want that, because then what's the point, right? um Very much a sense of like, if you're so good at being, I mean, if you're so set on having to be um rebellious and argue your side and your truth, make sure you attach some emotional sensitivity to be even more effective towards this person, or towards these people that you have to be um, arguing against. Uh, okay, let's see. So I'll end the reading for that there. Oh shit, I paused it. I don't know what I got. Okay, so let me repeat it in case I misspoke. 29 Phenomenon, 21 House of Love, 2 Harvest of the Heart. I accidentally paused it, my bad. I did want to say 222 is a big sign, a big confirmation. So if I didn't get that on video, I just want to reiterate that. So I'm going to start with Phenomenon. Phenomenon. What's that song? Femininomenon from uh Chaperone. So that could be a sign as well. Phenomenon says that extraordinary is within reach. Eliminate your inner self, reflect your passions, ignite your determination, and let the fusion of intuition and will guide your actions. Embrace the moon's reflective wisdom and the sun's bold radiance within. This card heralds a time of unfettered creativity and unconventional problem solving. Embrace the unexpected, challenge assumptions, and let your unique perspective be the guiding light in the labyrinth of your existence. Interesting. Embrace the quirks, talents, and idiosyncrasies that set you apart. Find your brilliance in the fusion of your distinct, unique experiences and perspective. To assist in unleashing your brilliance, create a cosmic vision board that reflects your dreams and aspirations. Use it as a visual reminder of your extraordinary potential and the path you're forging. Craft written and spoken affirmations that attest to your unique brilliance, expressing confidence in your abilities and your journey toward becoming a phenomenon. When you experience yourself as a phenomenon, the world around you will too. There you go. There's number 21, Harvest of Love. Let's see. Oh, House of Love. My bad. You shall be loved. The power is in your hands to conjure the love you seek. Like the sorceress in the House of Love, you are now the designer of love's destiny. In a sacred space flooded with incantations, she weaves together a bouquet of sacred herbs, blossoms, crafting a love charm that resonates with the symphony of your heart. Her magic is for you. In this moment, you become a beacon of light set forth in the dark night of creation's cauldron, a shining star for the one who loves you to follow. You are not merely the seeker now, but the sought. Be seen by those who love you, as this magic becomes a radiant force drawing love into your life, and the energy of your life's love spell echoes in the cosmos, creating a harmonious vibration that resonates with the heart of another. You are not just the one who is sought by others, but you are the one who seeks oneself with the love and compassion. Casting love spells is a sacred act with special laws and rules, but the House of Love offers that this spell is cast for you for the good of all with harm to none. Honoring all emotional laws and spiritual regulations, let its magic work in your life. Be bright, be blessed, you are loved. Believe it. Harvest of the Heart, number 2. From the battlefields of fate, a warrior emerges dressed in armor that speaks of resilience and fortitude. However, within the warrior resides a profound understanding of vulnerability, epitomized by the unguarded arm that symbolizes openness to safe and gentle interactions. This card calls upon you to to reap the harvest of your fortitude, acknowledging the nourishment found in weathering storms and basking in the warmth of the arm. The warrior's message for you now is to comprehend the divine transformation that comes by balancing guardedness with vulnerability. As a warrior in your own life, you sometimes struggle to achieve this divine balance. So I feel like that confirms that Queen of Cups with the Five of Wands. It's basically saying like you can be conflicted, you can be in conflict all you want, but if there's no emotional sensitivity or vulnerability in your part, you definitely have to be and weaving that into your conflicts because it makes it so much more effective and so much more um, believable, I would say. Because when you just deal with people who are angry and there's no sensitivity to it, you just think this person's having a bad day or is having a bad attitude or whatever. But when there's sensitivity to it, you realize there's something there, because to be able to bring that out while you're angry or stressed shows that there's a balance of love and anger. Um, you know, fire and water. What was the other word I was looking for? Emotion and drive is what I was gonna say, and passion. So it's kind of like you thought about this because the fact that you're able to be so inclusive of these emotions while you're speaking your truth makes me know that you're speaking from the heart, you know? Um, if you are feeling the need to be guarded, recognize that your protective boundaries are not signs of weakness, but rather manifestations of your understanding of the delicate equilibrium between trust and emotions. Be cautious of being taken advantage of, but it is important at this time to remain open to the potential of new transformative relationships. Past pains can sculpt a warrior who refuses to let history repeat itself, but rather than shutting everyone out, it is your journey now to discerningly close the door only to those unworthy of your trust. You now understand that trust must be earned. In times of earthly tribulations and inner and external conflict, cast your gaze up to the sky, for there lies your connection to the divine energy that is fuel for the wisdom of forgiveness. Take a deep breath and remember that every battle ends, that there is time and space to rest, and that you are now awakened to the understanding how to navigate life's complexities with the wisdom of a warrior's heart, fortified in courage, balanced between might and vulnerability, and intimately connected to the flow of life's ever turning wheel of fortune. There you go. So I just wanted to emphasize that fight for what you want, but definitely understand that you need to come from a place of genuine vulnerability and genuine passion. Because when you're just fighting to fight, it's not going to work. But when you're fighting to fight for what you want, genuinely, it will come across a more effective. Overall, you know what? Let me get another deck because I want to do some messages for you from Spirit, like actual messages. Okay, what's it called? The Spirit messages. I think that's it. Oop. Oh my baby. He has asthma, so I can hear him going. Okay. Thank you, my guides. What messages can you give the collective for this reading? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. We have 3 cards. Self love. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good, it's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. The power of spirit exists in all things. Oh, this is Seek, by the way. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to another. Intuitive nudges. Intuition is a language of the soul. We are all born aware with the profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher self, the universe, and to our divine spirit. One more, because I felt like that wasn't the best. One more. Oh, thank you. Ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you to, at this point in time, to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So look at these drawings. Very much the mind. That's kind of giving Knight of Swords, you know? But yeah, okay. So I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And I will be posting more videos. So keep a lookout for those. Thanks. Take care.